quick test to see if the sound is working all right. Quick test to see if the sound is working all right. And how does it sound if I'm nice and quiet? Test to see if the sound is working all right. And how does it sound if I'm nice and quiet? All right, that should be good. And I think we are set. Hello, folks. Welcome back to another edition of Help My Wife Get to New York via Elden Ring. This is me attempting to help my wife get to Carnegie Hall for a once-in-a-lifetime experience with the Morris Park Singers. They were invited to perform at Carnegie Hall. However, they're not receiving any financial backing to be able to get out there and back. So that's where I come in. I am doing this in an attempt to help raise those funds. That way there's no financial burden on her and she can just go and enjoy this experience without any other worries other than making a plane ride or getting the right subway. So we'll go with that. Hold on one second. Tonight, we are starting in a very precarious area. We are going to go through the old palace ruins and hopefully we'll end up going through the Black Knife catacombs without any issues. However, because I am so bad at games like this, expect me to die at least 19, 25, 34 times. Alright, so where's our target? Oh, here comes my cat. Everybody say hi to the Orange Boy Terror. He's got to get his headbutts and his head rubs and all that stuff. And now he's laying on me. Very good. This won't affect my gameplay at all. Turn this down just a little bit, maybe get a ear away from over that. Let's pass the time, just that way we don't get stuck out there in the morning or in the evening time. And we kind of want to go along this path right here. Not even going to attempt to... There's a bear over there. Hello, sir. Mushroom. Alright, this is where it's going to get real hairy real quick. Ouch. That's why I decided to put a little bit more oomph into my health flasks. Ouch. I can see you. Put that on for protection. There we go. Where are you shooting me from? Come on over here, sir. Oh, I still didn't get any more arrows. I'm an idiot. There we go. And we got some flask refills on that. Oh. Sir, this is not very nice. I would like it very much if you would stop. Got a bad feeling about this. There we go. And there is respite. Well, how about that? We actually didn't die out. We made it to the ruined labyrinth. And we didn't even die once. Somehow, we didn't die once. Alright, we are looking for... This is just for collector's purposes at this point. Another one of these bad boys. I am looking for a shield in particular. As long as you keep your distance from Mr. Walking Mausoleum Turtle Dude over there, you should be okay. This might be it. Sure is. With a perfect view. Let's see, next up is the Site of Grace for this area. As soon as he jumps, I saw some Trina's lilies, and I could not help myself. I just had to get them. And we're making our way slowly up this way around to the tree. Beating that bad boy gets you a couple of flask additions. Not your normal health and magic, but for your wondrous flask, I think one of them is the magic tier that you can use to boost your magic attack power, but I could be wrong. Let's get our flasks. Kind of taken care of there, and off we go. Behind that big fort wall is the Frenzied Village. That's going to be kind of tricky, but we'll be able to. We should be able to take care of it anyway. Ow. Let's get a head start with this. Give him a hug. And right where my head is pointing is the bird tree avatar. You know what? I'm going to come back for you. No, I'm not. Here's what I want to do. I kind of want to clear these guys out. How many of these bad boys do we have? Make another bundle of those. I really got to go get some more arrows. I can't keep forgetting to do that. Boy, you really... There we go. Alright, we got 3 more people to take out here. And let's go for you next. You gonna charge at me? That would be good. Yep. Not a very good start to this, sir. Let's go. Okay, now that malarkey is over with. Not starting out the best, but we will take what we can get. Alright, Engvall, let's go do this. Those do some pretty dang good damage. Oh, we're gonna have to run. Oh, maybe not. Uh-oh. Now I'll have to run. Thankful you survived, buddy pal. Alright, magic shrouding, crystal tear, lightning, and holy. I think those up the damage. Yep. Holy attacks, lightning attacks, and magic attacks. The magic attack will benefit us nicely. Now we're going down to my least favorite part of this area. Right there. Kind of come up the back here, hopefully. I wonder if there is a way down there. I don't know, but if anything, we can just start here, work our way over. I'll check it out, though. That is a rune bear. I am staying away from rune bears. Okay, this is where it's going to get tricky. I think I'll just do the usual. Oh, he's one of those. No, sir. Trying to bait out a good attack. And that's not the way to do it. That is. Oh, that was cool. I am not positive I would be very happy about that backstab if I was going PvP. That seemed awfully close to a cheese. know for a fact that this is holy territory. So before I do anything else, I'm going to get myself ready.
The recusants sent a lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then I only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Lanya. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. The tale of House Hoslow.
Yes. Always told in blood. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
Normally I'd forego upgrading, but I think this definitely requires some upgrading. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to hold out for that. And we can't do anything with you yet because we don't have any Somber 4s. That is fine. No bell bearing to offer. That's a shame. I am going to need at least one of you because I will be dying. And then I believe we're good there. We can always go back to our buddy at the Church of Ella. Stock up on a few arrows. Hey, buddy, long time no see.
Always.
Might as well buy those out. And then we'll just spend the rest on those. There.
Goodbye.
Now when we die, there will be no regrets because I don't have anything I got to worry about. Get ready to watch me die like mad here because there's actually 2 bosses in here that we can go for. Not what I wanted to do. We're going to even that out. And for a wondrous physic, honestly, the one I'm going after first, I think I'm going after the kind of hidden boss because that advances a couple of side stories. They usually don't sit still long enough for me to do much anything. So I'll forego that for that. And I'm not going to be I think I'm actually going to stick with something like this. Or this. And we'll get this up and running. All right. Stop delaying. I know. I know. Boom. Do not forget to pick up those glove warts. It'll be very sad if you do. At least for now. You'll get bell bearings that you can... I thought there was a third one over here. I guess not. Well, hi there, bucko. So that's a new little thing. Those guys control the skeletons. If you off him, all the skeletons that he controls go bye-bye. This... Oh... There we go. Perfect. There, that takes care of those guys. And we can safely walk about the cabin. Now, the other thing about the first boss fight I'm going for is that there is no summon allowed. There we go. It's dead end. No, it's not. Oh, there is a summon. I never noticed that before. Well, sir, I accept your... I accept. Let's do that. Let's go in and try to survive. It is a small... There we go. All right. Let's stop that. Got him. This is important for the side stories. That was the hardest part. Now, we just need to take out the other boss in here, and this little area will be complete. Beast Eye quivers, which means there is death root in here. That is a good thing. Let us fix the flasks. We'll go 3 and 5 again. Let's get our focus back on the sword here. And let's get our lantern on. Not going to waste any magic on this guy. I'm just going to do a double tap. Yep, holy damage still takes him out. It's just a matter of getting there and letting him have it before anything untoward happens to you. Oh, never mind. We got to go back up. Excuse me. Well, at least we cleared that part out. Ouch. Got him. And I thought there was one more, but I guess I was wrong. There, we can fall there and be just peachy. We'll take the glove wart. Trigger the boss door. Sir. Oh, jeez. Okay. Forgot about you. I believe there's 2 more crabs over there, but we're still going to go and be a glutton for punishment. That's what I thought. Ouch. Oh good, another rune arc. I will be needing you. Another grave violet under here if you are interested. And we should be off to the boss room with no problems. This next guy, Cemetery Shade, I think I've fought him already, but if you don't know, he's a teleporter. He can be a pain in the butt. Oh, especially with... Oh, that was bad. Yeah, we got some new spirit ashes out of that. The biggest problem with that fight is, like a lot of boss fights, if they have ads, the ads are more of a problem than the boss. And there's another death root. Awesome. Now here comes the big problem. We are going to go back to visit our buddy in Kaled. Boom. Problem is, when we give him this death root, he is going to go berserk.
The dead ring.
He goes berserk after you sit at the whatchamacallit here. So here's what we're going to do. Flasks. More than enough health just to be able to survive. Summon up. Get that, and let's get some regenerative action going on here. He hits hard. He hits really hard. I'm on heavy load right now. Take that off. Okay, we're good. Holy crap. Okay, so there's 3. Sir, can you hold aggro just long enough for me to stop listening? My phone, I'm, Jesus. All right. Let's get that back going. Oh, for God's sake. I hate this guy. Like, so much I hate this guy. Oh, for God's sake. This is going to be a very long night for you guys. Oh, are you kidding me? I want to play a replay on that. All right, come on, dude. God, welcome to You Died Fest. No, stop, sir. Oh, God, no, 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 no. That was ridiculous. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. I hate that fight so much. Ugh. That was a terrible display. Well, then again, actually, that was more telling the truth because guess what? I told you I suck at this. Wow. I'm just like, wow. Oh, bidobe. All right. all that's taken care of. Let's go back to Rogier, because this is part of his storyline.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? This is a black knife print. I can scarcely believe you managed to get your hands on this. You recall our conversation about the Night of the Black Knives, yes? They say the assassins who carried out the deed were scions of the Eternal City. A group entirely of women, arrayed in armor of silver under cloaks which fooled the eye. The knives they wielded, though, were imparted with the power of the Rune of Death through sinister rite. Please, I beg of you, lend me the knife print for a time. I'd love nothing more than to tease out its secrets. Though only a fragment, a very specific ritual had to be performed to impart the power of the Rune of Death. Traces of the one who performed the rite are sure to remain in the imprint. Half my body has been suffused with death. I'm certain it will help me see.
Alright, so that's that. Let Rogier go ahead and do his thing. And now we are going to be heading in the direction of the Grand Lift of Dectus and the Frenzied Village. And we don't have any souls that we got to worry about spending or losing, so all good. Now the big problem is, how do you get up here? There is a spirit spring, actually right about kind of in here. So if we come here to the Crystal Tunnel, come out, we're going to say hi to our Mausoleum friend, hop up the spirit spring, and there is a site of grace right here. So let's do that. Really didn't need the torch on either, so it's just as well that we keep that off. And let's ride over to the west-northwest. Just follow the cliff face and you'll be just fine. There's our ticket up. Ooh, wait, oh. Mushroom. Alley-oop. And let's sit over here and get stuff situated. Our monkey buddy's here, and we can talk to our maiden lady.
Your seamster, Bok. He is always eager to see your return. Please, will you talk to him? When you can, I'm sure he would be much contented.
Hi, buddy.
Bok, the seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments. Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and I am your personal seamster after all. Please do.
There we go. Perfect. Now we can get adjusted. First up, flasks. Let's go back to... You know what? Let's do 2 and 6. I feel brave. And I'm going to work with this carrion slicer here in a bit. I'm just experimenting on this next part, so... Let's go until nightfall. Excuse me. Let's go see what we can do for this guy over here. Oh, that was a bad dodge on my part. Dude, this guy's doing the ultimate cheat code with his stamina here. And there's another boss down. So now we got Giant Hunt, which is actually a pretty damn good Ash of War. And another glaive if you so desire to use it. I do not. I gotta get my meteoric ore blade back on. Here is what I want to do. I'm going to travel off to the north-northeast because there's another church down this way. Stopping for a mushroom before you go. Hit up the site of grace and let's get a rest in. Yeah, Hayata's not up here yet. You can pick up these golden centipedes. If you wish to check their description. The golden desecrated remains of a centipede, material used for crafting items, kept as a fetish by Golden Order fundamentalists, especially the hunters of those who live in death. As such, they're found near churches and similar. And there's a sacred tier. So we can rest over there and get ourselves a +6 on our flasks. And if we go down here real quick, we can run into another nomadic merchant.
What do you need? Don't want any trouble.
Oh, you'll get none from me. Let's see what you got for sale. Not a cookbook I need. Those actually can come in handy. Especially near the end of the game when you get to castle, one of the castles up in the northern lands. But I will buy one of those. I'll finish it off by buying one of them. Okay, so Bellum Church is good to go. And now, what we're going to do is, this is our destination right here. Grand Lift Objectives. But to get up there, you're going to go through a gauntlet of different enemies and mobs and stuff like that. So, not the way you want to take. Instead, going to come over here, going to kind of follow this coastline, then this mountain wall up. We're going to come down along here and then wrap our way back around the side, which is actually the same way we're going to take to get here eventually. You can talk to the finger reader crone if you so desire. But we're heading to the east, northeast, until we run out of places to run, and then we will head down a slope right over here. Come on, sir. And yep. Right down here. And see, if you decided to take the main path, you'd have a bunch of stuff to be able to go through. Now, we'll go through that eventually, because we'll eventually hit the site of grace up there in the lift, and then backtrack, so that way, you know, we have more chances of catching them off guard. And there we go. We have made it to the Grand Lift, safely and sound. There's another ghost over here if you so desire to speak with him and get the lowdown. It's there somewhere. Another path leading back to the foot of the Erd Tree. An ancient tunnel. And the tunnel he's referring to is that bad boy right there. A big vertical climb up to the top. You'll eventually get to another boss, which will take you into the Altus Plateau. This is the easiest way to get there if you have both parts of the medallion. One part we already got from Kenneth Heights Fortress, which was right here. It's very good on that. I believe we can talk to our lady friend over here.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Go for it.
In Marika's own words, the Erd Tree governs all. The choice is thine. Become one with the Order, or divest thyself of it, to wallow at the fringes, a powerless upstart.
That was insightful. Thank you very much for that, ma'am. I'm gonna go. I feel like I could use more health, but I'm going to be dumb. And we are gonna go hit up this area up here. We're heading here first. Eventually we're going to come over here, get like a site of grace, come through the village and pick up a couple things, and then we go up here, and I am going to try and cheese the heck out of the invader up here. And I think I remember how to do it. Don't quote me on it, but I think I remember how to do it. And now we need to go up. There is a spirit spring that we can take, and we should take. Oof. Yeah, that tower's gonna screw a lot of things up if we don't go take care of that. Get back here into the corner. And I think we got the big rat. Ooh, got a rune arc. Now, obviously, you can't get hit from here because you're getting blocked. However, going up there also puts you in harm's way. Best way to deal with it? Gravitas. And that's it. Come in here to the treasure chest and get Howlish Brewery. Very useful incantation if used properly and with the right talismans. We want to go, I think, right there. There should be a site of grace relatively close and off to the east-southeast. So we'll drop. We'll drop. We'll drop. And the reason we wanted to come here, one, for the spell, but two, if you don't take care of that when you're down in the village, your life is going to suck. Oh, lordy, lordy, it would suck. Alright, here is the side of grace. Add one more back into the fray for health. Okay, now the village itself, I have listed 3 items. 3 items. There's a cookbook, there's a talisman, and then there's a stone key that you can get. It's a little convoluted, but you still get a stone sword key. So I will be going for that. Okay, I think I have everything I want or need. So now we go down to the village. Okay, there's the cookbook. Over there is the talisman, and it's guarded by a bunch of knights. I hear you. Oh, hello. That madness buildup is a little insane, though, so you might want to think about offing them as soon as humanly possible. Okay, nobody was coming after me. There's 4 knights here. They're not as hard as I remember, but of course I did also upgrade my bow. There we go. Ah, you're gonna do this. Let's go, Buster. Good night. And the reason I'm taking these guys out as is because I do believe that they will be able to kind of do that Howl of Shabriri or cause madness buildup, and it can get a little hairy if you have to fight multiple of those guys. Yep, see who's going to do it. Shabriri's whoa. See if I can get over here without raising too much alarm. Give him a hug. I see a mushroom over there. Oh, I see 2 mushrooms. The stone sword key, I believe, is kind of up on this wall. Yeah. Hello, mouse. Oh, crap. I couldn't take you out with a jump attack. Yeah, see, you can hear him too, right? Or if you can't hear him, I can hear him really well because these headphones have been nothing short of friggin' outstanding when it comes to ambient noise. Don't go too far up there yet. You know what? Why not? Never mind. And this is kind of the direction we want to go anyway. Let's jump. And there's the stone sword key. All right, we are now getting to the end of this. We're going to go up to the church. Is that too far of a drop? No. Perfect. Here's the plan. Very good. I got my refill. The plan is, give me a second. I'm going to mute. Clearing the throat, man. Whew. We're going to go up this path. When we get up the path a certain way, we have to hop off the horse because we're going to be invaded. We're going to go up to the church, and then instead of grabbing the site of grace so that way I can warp back easily, we're going to take a little detour off to the left of it, a little bit behind the church, and then jump onto a stone. That's the fight. That's supposed to be the whole fight. Let's give it a shot. Just past this ghost. Let's hop off. He's going to spawn behind you. Let's go off to the left over here. That's it. I can hear him. There he goes. And we got Vike's War Spear. I don't think I can equip it. It is actually a very decent weapon. Yeah, I don't have the required dexterity for it, and my faith is too low. Which is fine, because, like I said, I wasn't really going to build much into faith anyway. However, I do want to be able to at least equip Flame Cleanse Me and I think Golden Vow, which might give me enough to equip the spear. I'm not sure, but that's the effect of that. I do see a Trina's Lily down there. Is it safe to drop? Yes, it is. Okay, we are at the foot of the church now. I don't remember if I can get back up there this way. Looks like I can. I see rats over here. I want to get that scarab because that has a really good incantation too. Kind of overpowered if you ask me, but I'll take whatever help I can get. Also, the best thing you can do is if you do manage to scare that scarab away, give yourself a chance to clear out the area and then hit a quick reset. Oh, another rune arc. Very nice. Alright, that should be all we need. Let's get a little sneak around here. And wham. There we go. Frenzied Burst is absolutely insane. If you're looking for a Faith Sniper build, I guess is the best way to put it, Frenzied Burst is absolutely wonderful. The distance it travels, the damage it does, and the madness buildup that is caused by using it is so negligible that you don't got to worry about the madness bar filling up. Okay, another church, another sacred tier, and you also have a finger maiden outfit. Now keep this place in mind, because as we go about doing the quest line for Vare, where did it go? Oh, we haven't been there yet. So after you beat up on the boss in here, after you beat Godric the Grafted, the guy you talked to back at the first step here, the guy who says you have no bitches, he ends up relocating here, and then you can continue his quest line. This lady can be used to advance the quest line to its conclusion. It won't help you skip anything or make it go faster to get there, but you will be able to utilize her instead of going back to, where are we here? Right here. This is where you started your game. And this is where I jumped off the cliff to be able to avoid the grafted soldier. So you have an opportunity to come back here, and there's another maiden in here that you can use. However, we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is increase the amount that we can heal. Where am I at for time right now? Okay, so I'm at an hour 23 minutes. Do I do one more thing, or can I just call it a night here? Let me check my checklist. No, because we're going to be going, I have listed next, we're going to start doing the underground places that we discovered. Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the underground places, over here was the Shafra River well. And if you click on the PlayStation R3, which is your right directional stick, you just got to click it in. This is the area that we're going to be taking on. Well, actually, not this area. This is much later. Just this area down with the water and that right there. It's also where we got the horn bow. And then after that, we're going to tackle the Einsel River well depths. But that is pretty involved. So I'm going to call it a night here, and I am going to go lick my wounds after multiple deaths to Garank. Forward note on that, you don't have to worry about fighting him anymore. Anyways, that's about it. We ended up collecting a good vast amount of stuff again. Got our flasks up to a +7, which is absolutely excellent. We are still well on the way to getting our vigor and intelligence up. I want to get some more mind so that way I can sling some more spells with no issues. However, we are coming up on some areas where we don't have to worry about runes that much. As a matter of fact, once we complete this whole area, once Liurnia is all done, what I might do is, instead of doing this, I will rush this area up here after talking with Vare, so that way I can go do an invasion, then talk to Vare, go back to the church, talk to Vare, and then set up my rune farm. And I can do all that stuff off camera. But, yep, that's not for a little while yet, because we still got a whole middle section we got to do. We got smithing stones in these little dots here that we can go after. This is part of a side quest. This is a cabin. But these dots right here kind of are in the octagons or octagonal type looking things. You can actually pick up some pretty decent items, mainly smithing stones. And we're in desperate need of those anyway, because I do need to upgrade my weapon. Right, so that's it. Let me go ahead and sit at the fire here. And I want to thank you guys if you joined in live to check things out, or if you're showing up later on and checking it out after the fact. Thanks for getting eyes on this. Any help that we can get, so that way my wife can get over to Carnegie Hall and enjoy herself with her choir for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, is always a good thing. Again, if you can donate, wonderful. If you cannot, do not worry about it. There's no obligation to. I just want you to come and have a good time at that point. That's it. No need to worry about if I'm going to harp on you for not donating. That would be silly. That would defeat the purpose completely of doing donations. And it's like, well, do you want to do a donation? Well, no, I wouldn't. Well, you're evil man or woman and or whatever, and I think you should donate to me, and if you don't, you are a terrible person. That's not how we operate here, and that's not how anybody should operate. Regardless of whatever happens with the fundraiser, my wife will get taken care of, no problems. I will find a way. That won't be an issue. But to be able to get the donations helps with the financial burden of it all. So instead of paying, like right now we have, I think, about $370 raised. And that's $370 that we don't have to worry about finding or scrounging up to be able to get her out there. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. So, again, no obligation to donate, no obligation to do anything. If you just want to come and watch me suck at playing Elden Ring, more the merrier. That's all good. Either way, thank you for tuning in if you came in live, or thank you for tuning in after the fact and watching it when the video is posted. I appreciate you guys immensely. And to those that have already donated, I can't tell you how grateful I am. And I can definitely not tell you how grateful my wife is. She jumps around. She's a tiny little thing. She's like maybe 5 foot, 5'1" or something like that. But have you ever seen a short person jump around in joy? It's cute as hell. Anyway, that's that. I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow night. Have a good rest of your night, or if you're watching from across the world, hope you're having a good day. Take care, and we will see you sometime soon.